Something weird is going on with my girlfriend after my friend caught her in a lie about her occupation. I, 27 male, don't know what to think. The situation is that a buddy 29 male I've known for a few years who is dating another friend of mine has informed me that my girlfriend 26 female that I've known for 8 months is lying about her occupation. He is an EMT, and she claims to be a nurse at a certain hospital in our city. EMT buddy swears up and down there is no way she works there. This is really shocking to me. She's in scrubs all of the time. I've picked her up from the hospital she claims to work at. She has medical books all over her apartment, etc. EMT buddy and my girlfriend have only met once on a double date with my other friend. They did talk shop a little bit, and he's basing this accusation on that one conversation. He told me he would bet money she had never stepped foot on the ward she claims to work in. For reference, she says she's a psych nurse at this prestigious hospital, and EMT buddy asked her which unit she worked on. Apparently there are two at this hospital, the East and West unit. He tested her by asking, "Do you work on North or South?" and she said North, and that she referred to patients being violent as a code gray, and that is not the terminology used at that hospital. There were more small technical details he claimed she got wrong, like their nurses' stations being open and not enclosed spaces, things like that. On one hand, why would she lie about being a nurse? But also, what does he gain from lying about her lying about being a nurse? I don't know jack about the medical profession, to be frank. This whole thing makes me feel crazy. How do I even bring this up? TLDR, EMT friend has called out my girlfriend as pretending to be a nurse. Relevant comments. I think she's lying to you because she sees prestige in being a nurse. Nurses are considered the most trusted professionals in the US. You've definitely seen those sappy bumper stickers and memes about how nurses are angels. We all have. Commenter 2. Call when she's supposed to be working and ask for her. If she works there, she'll answer and you can bring her food or coffee or something. If she doesn't, there's a communication error in your relationship that need to be addressed. I wouldn't 100% be positive on your friend's knowledge due to the differences in their roles, jobs. Oops, she's supposed to be working right now until 7. I'm going to call. Thanks. Oop. Well, I called up there and at first they thought I was asking about a patient and said they couldn't talk about them without their code, and I said no, she works there. And the woman I spoke with said no one with that name works there. I asked about the other unit and she told me she knows everyone who works in psych. I thought maybe she goes by a different name, so I started to describe her and the lady got upset and told me she had to go. I guess she thought I was fricking with her. I don't know what to think. Commenter 3. Damn, that's going to be a hard conversation. Be prepared to get backlash and redirection. Stick to the point. She's lying, and for what reason? It sounds like the end of a relationship. Can you imagine what would have happened if there was a genuine medical emergency? A very scary thought. Oop. I don't understand why someone would go through so much effort to lie about being a nurse if she is lying about it. I'm going to hold off on any judgment until I talk to her in person. Update: well, this chick is bat poop insane. Mystery solved. She doesn't work at the nice hospital, she works at a not so nice hospital, and not as a nurse but as a phlebotomy technician or whatever the frick. She failed out of nursing school and is seriously obsessed. She said she got a TBI her 3rd year into her bachelor's program and was unable to finish. I may have forgiven all of that, but it's clear she has a tenuous, at best, grasp on reality and went on a bizarre rant about how she could be a doctor, how she saves lives. She's a genius. She knows more than anyone in the world when it comes to the medical field. She claimed she could perform surgery on people, that she had healing powers, that she's the greatest person in the world. Just on and on. Seriously unhinged type poop. I had to tap out because she was really scaring me. I've never been in such close proximity to someone having a mental breakdown. I wasn't supposed to see her until yesterday and I ambushed her at her apartment. Finally, I just had to leave. I feel bad about confronting her. I probably shouldn't have left her alone at all after that. Update 2. This is a really long story that I must condense for character limit. I hope the sense of it all is intact. My ex-girlfriend deceived me for our entire relationship. She told me she was a very important charge nurse with a BSN and worked at a prestigious hospital in our area. Here in reality, she is not a nurse at all but a phlebotomy technician and not at a prestigious hospital either. She had a total breakdown when I confronted her about all of this and ended up getting put on an involuntary psych hold. I do not know how she did it, but she got herself released after only 2 days and is completely off the rails. She broke into my house. I came home from work the other day and she was in my shower. Not taking a shower, just chilling in there with my cat. It really freaking freaked me out. She ran off before the cops came. They couldn't find her. She moved here a few months before we started dating and I didn't know any of her family. After she broke into my house, I did some internet sleuthing and tracked down her parents and older brother. I was able to make contact with her mom because they have a landline with a listed number. I told her the situation. I gave her all of the information I knew about my ex. Her mom thanked me very much. Apparently my ex went ghost on her family about a year ago. Her mom told me they would take care of it and just wanted her to come back home. Her brother called me very frantic shortly after I got off the phone with their mom and I talked to him for a while. He said he was flying out first thing to hunt my ex down. That was yesterday. I was satisfied and relieved with the response. I spoke to some friends today about it, and they think I did too much and shouldn't have involved her family because I don't know the dynamic. They could be abusive and got ghosted for good reason, my good friend said. Honestly, I didn't think about that at the time and now I feel poopy. Relevant comments. The odds are her family knows best how to help her, and it's in her best interest they know. You have no knowledge of any abuse, so while it's possible, it's not on you. You made the best call you could with the information you had for both her and your safety. Oop. Her mom and brother seemed like decent people on the phone, but on the other hand, no one ghosts their entire family for a year for no reason. They said she ran off right at the beginning of 18 and no one had heard from her. Commenter 2. It sounds like this girl needs far more help than you can give her. Based on your verbiage, you found out from the mother that she's been estranged from her family for a year. It's not your responsibility to take strange hypothetical things into account before considering your own safety.